PPP time.
Ugh.
Player profile. Hey, what's wrong?
My allergies are acting up.
Player profile and projections, and we've got an interesting combo here, as you've probably seen from the title. We have rolled Domingo German and Aaron Hicks into one PPP. There are two guys that will miss the first half of the season, and we know this to be a fact.
When people see the Hicks-German episode pop up, what's their reaction as a Yankee fan?
Why are they doing this, and why are they doing it in the middle of the PPPs? There's so many more guys to talk about.
What order are they doing this in?
Someone asked me that, and I think it was a fair question. They DM me, what order are you guys doing these in? So I'll give the reasoning behind the order, which Jake made. Kudos to him. We don't want to do all the good guys and then all the bad guys. That's not bad. We don't want to do all the big stars. Don't want to do all the big stars and then all like the bullpen guys. So we spread out in that order of like, a name. And then we also mix up the positions because we binge record these. And if we do all the starters in a row, it's kind of the same conversation.
We don't like the corny, like we're not going to rank each Yankee player 30-1. Like, that's not exciting. So you get a little bit of a grab bag effect, and I feel like we're running into this every year now where we basically have trade deadline acquisitions that are just normal hurt guys.
Yeah, and two guys, I think we have to separate them, but that's why they're joined together, is that they're both going to be returning to the Yankees in the middle of the season. I don't know when the potential Hicks return is, and Domingo's we know. It's late June?
I think so. It's 63 games left on it or something like that?
Yeah, it's 81 games total. Hello, Meredith.
Hey, Mare. Oh.
She gone.
Bye, Mare.
I was going to ask her if she knew when German comes back.
Yeah.
Let's see. Domingo German return date. She's flying.
That was just Meredith Maragovitz saying hi to us because she's a friend, so not a big deal.
She's got a nice June 9th. Okay. June 9th.
June 9th.
It's like the beginning of the season.
Is eligible to return.
When you get to June 9th, you still feel like it's the beginning of the season. That's the part of the season where they're like, someone's like, wow, we've played 2 full months, and you're like, oh, shit. It still feels like the first like the beginning, but you're technically not at the beginning anymore. Because all of April feels like it doesn't matter.
All of April feels like it doesn't matter. May feels like you're figuring stuff out. Yeah, I think June 1 is like the wake-up idiot moment.
Yes.
Like, it's time.
Yeah. So do you want to do Hicks first or Domingo first?
That was a deep dive. I feel like we're already on the Mingo stuff, and I feel like we should get that out of the way just because you and I like to have fun, and there's only so much fun we can have around Domingo German because he did a bad guy thing. And we'll address that first, as we always have. No defending it, no anything, and he's serving his suspension. And our go-to speech has pretty much been, hey, you're going to feel however you want to feel about it. The MLB gave their suspension. The Yanks are going to have Domingo serve it. And, for some people, you're not going to like seeing Domingo German on the mound, and that's fine. You have the right to feel that way. But MLB is saying that is when he's allowed to return the pitch. And I guess that's kind of the first question. Like, do you think June 9th rolls around and we're going to be Domingo German is active and pitching for the Yankees, or is it going to be like Domingo German is in Scranton Wilkes-Barre and he's going to get the call soon, or what?
So the news that we just got today, the date we are recording this, changes my perspective on all of this. If we recorded this yesterday, none of this conversation would have happened, but we just learned today Severino's been shut down for now. Oh, thought the camera was about to fall. Severino's been shut down for now with forearm tightness or something, loose bodies, I don't know. And that's scaring me.
Yeah.
And it's just a reminder, because, Sevy might be fine, and that's fine, but a reminder that someone's going to get hurt. You're going to need starters. Like, if we get to June 9th and there's no need to call Domingo German up,
right,
that's more surprising to me than a need to call him up. Because it's just how the cookie crumbles, Jake.
Ooh, I like that. And I forget, we looked into this a while back. Do you remember, can Domingo pitch in minor league games before June 9th? Because if not, that changes everything. Because they're going to make him pitch in minor league baseball games probably the month of June.
Dude, June 9th isn't even the wrong date. I'm so dumb. I just saw a date in the article, so I said it.
No.
Yeah.
Dumb times happening.
Yeah.
Live dumb.
Yeah, that's my bad the whole first half of the show.
Wow.
I'm trying to figure but I do think it is kind of around then. That's when he
Meredith threw us all off. When this episode comes out, tweet at Meredith and say,
nice things.
Hey, Meredith, with the Talkin Yanks guys like you, and you drove by them 2 weeks ago. It would be a very confusing day for her.
Okay, the Yankees' 64th game is scheduled for June 5th, so it wasn't even that much of an egregious mistake.
God.
Cool. Herman was that's something Jake and I haven't done in 10 years, but you never lose it.
Yeah, once you got it.
Okay, I'm trying to see if he can play in the minors.
Right. Oh my God.
But a lot of birds here.
You hearing these on the mic, Bill? Okay.
Yeah, Jake, I don't know about that answer. It's the 4th longest suspension to be issued since baseball implemented its domestic violence policy. Damn.
Yeah. It's bad.
Very interested about that minor league question. Something I wish we had the answer to right now. Should we phone a friend on
Let's
this one?
phone a friend. Call Hoke right now.
Okay.
Or your mom. She might know.
I'm going to call Brian Hoke real quick because we
Let's come through the speakers?
Yeah.
Nice.
It'll come through the microphones.
If not, we're just calling people until it happens.
Hello.
Hello, Brian.
Brian.
Hey.
We have a quick question for you.
What you got?
When Domingo German, can he pitch in the minors before his return date, or is that June 5th date his minor league pitching return date as well?
No, he can come back, I think, 30 days before that.
Oh, okay, so he can ramp up while suspended.
Yeah, like I think whatever that is, May something or other.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be able to come back and start working out here.
All right.
This is on Talking Yanks right now, Brian Hoke.
Yes, thank you very much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, you got it.
We felt we couldn't do the episode without that knowledge, so we needed you.
Good stuff.
Thank you, man.
We miss you.
You got it. Miss you too. Bye.
Okay, thank you very much, Brian Hoke. Now we can start
helps.
the show.
Now we can start the Herman Hicks. Okay, so 30 days. I mean, yeah, he's going to be able to get a full spring training. So he's going to be up on the 9th.
So now react to me, yeah. Will you be?
He's going to be up on the 9th.
You'd be more surprised if he wasn't up, right?
Dude, it's what you just said. I mean, we opened, or a huge part of today is that Luis Severino's forearm has hurted since the playoffs last year.
I have that over him. Like, a lot of these injuries, back issues, knee stuff. Sure. I'm like, I get that. I feel it. Forearm, never had a problem with my forearms.
Yeah, and you, similar throwing styles. But, yeah, I mean, it's our Big Baby David got me with the tweet today that he said our 1, 2, 3 is now it's Cole, Tanaka, Hap. Hap has now potentially climbed up to the 3rd spot in our rotation.
That's a good job.
Hap's having a great spring.
Yes, that is the best spring yet. He's went from 5th to 3rd.
He went from let's trade this bum to he's now our 3rd starter. So, I mean, that just shows how crazy pitching is. And, I mean,
that's upsetting. You just upset me.
Yeah, I know. It was a good tweet, Big Baby David. But
it was mean, Big Baby David.
I mean, and when you look back at Domingo German last year, I mean, his numbers were nuts. He won 18 games for the Yankees last year. And, I mean, it almost seems so distant because of him getting the suspension and not being allowed on the postseason roster. So, yeah, I think we would be being ignorant as how sports really operate if we were saying, like, no, I don't think they're even going to use Domingo. Like, Domingo would be our 3rd starter today.
Do you know what his final ERA was last year?
3.93.
4.04. It's a tough break
close.
that it ended starting in the 4s with how good of a season it was.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a stretch there.
I'm sure we could butter knife him if we wanted.
I mean, you could butter knife anything.
Yeah.
You could butter knife a steak.
Oh, I've butter knife steaks before.
I know you have.
I feel like people look at me and say that.
He's got 2 huge outlier games, 8 earned runs and 7 earned runs, and the rest are really good.
So, yeah, you take those out.
So
3-2, sure.
Take out.
Do you like that math?
Yeah, take out the bad guy stuff. Just talk about the pitches, and the uniform. Like, that's how I have to segment it. Because I know people are going to have issues that they're going to have a hard time rooting for him.
Get it.
And we get it. But if you just look at the uniform and then the pitches that are coming out of that uniform, the Yankees will need that. I think there's no way they don't need it on June 9th. And if they don't, that's fantastic. I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
But, I mean, with Paxton gone, with Sevy limited, I think they're going to need him. And then we expect him once he gets up. I mean, that'll be super interesting. They have the new pitching coach. He's not doing spring training with the team.
Yeah.
He's going to be isolated. It's going to be awkward for a little bit for him. So I wonder how that transition is. And, I kind of wish they had him at spring. I'm sure they wanted I'm sure they wanted to protect him from the media and the questions. But, there's a whole new pitching coach. They're putting these analytics out, and what are they called? The cameras they use to track everything?
Vortex. Makes the noise when you throw it.
Yeah, Vortex football. Basically, the same thing. And I wish German was able to do that, and they were able to see his spin rate and go through all these analytics, but I think they're just saving him from the media or whatever, and he's not here. So I wonder if there's an adjustment period when he does, come back, if he's the same German.
You have to think about things in a baseball sense. I mean, what would we be saying about Domingo German right now if he had last year in a full spring training and Matt Blyke? We'd be saying, he could be a potential breakout dude.
Yeah, with none of the bad stuff, no suspension, just finished out the year.
And no, it's a massive question mark. It's a massive question mark. I think you have to anticipate when he comes back, they are going to have him stretched out as a starter. And, expect him to start. And I think there is a world where they may, depending how everything goes with Domingo, which, again, he's still got a lot to figure out. He's going to have to get healthy, build himself up for a month, and be ready for June 9th, which, hey, we're a week into spring trading when we're recording this, and we've got 2 pitchers short. So he is a giant question mark, and when he's out there, you're going to feel mixed emotions, and hopefully he is trying his hardest to
it's going to be a mess,
redeem himself personally.
Because we're going to need his ability on the mound, and a lot of people are going to be clamoring for that, and they're going to say, I can't wait to get Domingo, and then a lot of people are going to be like, no, and that's not cool, and it's all weird. It's going to be a weird ride for him, and maybe there's turmoil on his end. There's a lot going on in his brain. Who knows?
Yeah, hopefully he's got the right people around him, and he can, as a person, he can try to get better, and then the baseball feed off of that. But
I think my closing thoughts on Domingo German is when he's ready to come back, I think the Yankees will need him, and I think his skill set will be welcomed with open arms at that time. The injuries to the pitching staff, his ability, he's already better than Happ as a fifth. If he didn't
as a third,
but even if he didn't get suspended, he finishes out the year, and we go into this season. Are they in a battle for the fifth? What could have been? I think they'd be in a battle for the 5th spot.
That's I'll steal this from Bill Simmons. They call it a sliding doors moment, and it's if Domingo German never gets in trouble and does this, Happ probably gets traded this offseason.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's our 3rd starter. So it's baseball's a sick sport, man.
Yeah. All right, let's pivot to Aaron Hicks. Last year at this time, we were down at spring training. Hicks signs a huge extension, 7 years. He gets hurt. He misses a lot of the season. Whenever he did come back, he had crazy, awesome moments. The Twins game.
Oh, my God.
The Twins game with the diving catch to end the game.
That, broke me spiritually.
The Tampa Bay Rays game, the pinch hit homer to tie it or take the lead.
Yeah, righty.
The home run against Verlander in the ALCS to give the Yankees the lead. He had, for not playing that many games, he had a lot of moments last year. And I don't think the Yankees will be clamoring for him in the same way I said German. There's a good crew, and again, it's health, but you got Talkin, Gardner, Judge, Stanton, and we're land of eternal optimism, spring training.
Right.
But I like those guys, Jake. I like Hicks too. It'll work itself out. It always does, but I don't know.
It's land of eternal optimism, but we're also the land of eternal intimacy, and we're also the land of honesty, and we're not the land of intimacy. So being honest with you guys, when Hicks is ready, we're going to want him back, and I don't think it's going to be a discussion. We did this game last year with Talkman and Hicks and Gardy and who's going to play, who's not, and there we were at the end of the season begging for a healthy Aaron Hicks, and he hit the I guess it was the most memorable homer of the Yankees postseason because people are going to forget the LeMahieu one because that one ended up going down in flames the next half inning. But no, I think you just have to be honest with it and say, like, yes, if everything was rainbows and butterflies and compromise and there's a discussion to be had, and it's who's playing well, and it probably comes back to Talkman a little bit. When Aaron Hicks is healthy and ready to go, there will be a position for him on the team. I mean,
Okay, so it's around the same time period.
We used to be seen as Hicks haters. I think we've shed that pretty good. Just because we didn't love his approach sometimes. There was a lot of taking. I think seeing it more, and he showed us more of a body of work. He's deserved it. When he's been out there, he's been great. And he's a guy that, again, we've seen a lot of bodies come in and out of the lineups, but he's been a top 3 hitter for us. High OBP, he switches sides of the plate, and
could use that lefty bat. Yeah. So he got Tommy John surgery, so I was looking at Didi, who returned.
Sure.
Didi came back on June 7th.
Okay.
So
wow,
that's early.
June's going to be a funky Yankee month.
Yeah.
Is what we just found out.
That's and there might be more injuries.
That could be Paxton, too.
Could be Paxton, too, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, June's going to be a wild time. It's going to be a lot of returns, and we'll see who we need and who we don't need and who gets fitted in. I'll tell you this much, even if you're not clamoring for Hicks to return because Talkman's locking it down and Stanton's healthy and Judge is healthy and Gardner's doing good, he's going to be back on the 25-man. He's going to be back in the starting 9.
26-man.
26-man. I'll learn.
You'll learn.
Well, give me some time.
You'll get there.
I picked up IL over DL pretty quick.
Really?
I did. I did a really good job. People have been writing me nonstop.
That's not true.
They've been congrats,
You said
man.
DL recently.
Never. I was talking about something else.
On the down low. That's right.
Yeah, I was talking on the down low. Yeah.
Any questions about Hicks, the ball player?
No, not really, because there's not much to like what we didn't like last year. What we did like, it's just all health.
I had a bad thought.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. What is it?
Oh, boy. Producer Bill's looking at me, and he's worried right now.
What's your bad thought?
Well, it's kind of rooted because of you. So it's now it's kind of your bad thought.
Dude, 122 OPS plus in 17, 127 OPS plus in 18. Like, he's good last 2 years. That's why they extended him.
It's the Didi comparison you made.
Oh, doesn't feel like he's part of the team. Kind of lost his spot, not needed, and then kind of – yeah, but that's a little different, Jake, because Didi was playing on a contract year, right, and he thought the Yankees' extension offer was mean,
right,
or an insult.
But you know how much I like the Paul O'Neill jumping on a moving train. Like, the season's going to be going. And, like, think about baseball's a brutal sport. And what if Aaron Hicks, with his patient approach, which we've learned to love, I mean, what if he jumps in and he's still got some cobwebs and maybe he's getting over some health stuff? And, I mean, you could be a month or two into the season having a slow start. All of a sudden it's August. Your numbers don't look so hot. And that's kind of what we saw from Didi last year.
We're good because Hicks did this last year.
We're good.
And overcame that. He was gone and came back for the playoffs.
We're good.
So, Dark Thought gone?
Dark Thought gone.
Nice.
Still there.
Do this with me.
Stick shift.
I don't drive stick shift.
Could you? Have you?
Never have.
Never?
Never have.
I've only done it on like an ATV type thing.
You're like 18 and your friends like love learning how to drive stick shift, and they're like, it's a skill set you'll need someday, and it's like, hell no.
Bill, you drive stick? Zach?
Got it 0 for 4.
Wow.
They're like, someday.
Our generation sucks.
What if you're stuck and there's only a car and stick shift? Like, what the fuck is that gonna
kill
happen?
myself?
Yeah.
Problem solved.
It's like
yeah.
I could learn French, but I don't need to.
Right.
I live in America.
Good luck, Aaron.
Good luck to Aaron, and see ya when we see ya, Mingo. Thanks for listening and watching. We appreciate ya. Oh, did you have that thing you wanted to tell him?